Hi everyone, Chantel here. Welcome to Art Side Out. Today we're going to do some art journaling and break the blank page. Sometimes it's so intimidating, but we're just going to go for it and do some really fun collage and use some mixed media as well. So let's dive in. I'm using my larger journal today. It is Stillman and Birn. I have a lot of people ask me what journal I use, and it's Stillman and Birn. All the supplies will be listed in the description below. And this is the beta series one. It's cold pressed paper, and it's just fantastic for mixed media art. So this week I was really struggling with I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to create. It happens to all of us. And so I was looking at some art I had done several years ago where I just collaged all the things that I love onto a canvas. And so that's what I'm doing today. I'm getting my birds out, butterflies, flowers, clocks, coffee and tea, anything that makes my heart sing. Music, that's another one. There'll be music notes. I'm placing it around the page, and normally when I do collage, I use more for a background. This is not going to be so much in the background. It's going to be part of the focal point. So it's really fun. I'm laying everything down with Opus matte gel medium. I get it from the local store here in Canada. I'm not sure if they sell it in the States. I need to look that up actually, but it's great product, but there's so many great products out there. I get my collage paper from all kinds of sources. For this page, for example, I've got clocks and butterflies from Etsy. The bird is from Cavallini. If you have not checked out Cavallini's catalog of paper, check it out. There is just some random paper that I bought at Michael's or at our local art store here. Amazon, that's another great resource, and just some Tim Holtz butterflies, all kinds of places to get collage paper. Gift wrap, that's another one, and it's really fun hobby collecting collage paper, and sometimes a little pricey, but it doesn't have to be. You can even make your own collage paper, and I actually will be using some of it here soon, some collage paper that I made. You may have already seen that video. It's these neat little postcards, and really fun project, just making your own collage paper. I will post a link to that video below. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, come on over and follow my channels there. I provide tips and inspiration, a little bit of humor from time to time, and we have a lot of fun, and I would love to see you there. You can find me at Chantel Richard Art. Almost finishing up with collage. This piece actually that I'm putting down was the leftovers from a jelly print session when you're wiping off your brayer onto that paper when you're jelly printing. That was from that. It was really great designs you can get out of that. Now once that dried, I moved in with DecoArt Seafoam. This is one of my favorite colors. This is what I'm going to use to blend everything together and also to add my favorite color to this page. Since I was struggling a little bit to be creative this week, I wanted to just only use things that really make me happy, and so my favorite elements and my favorite colors. It's so fun applying with your finger. It's like being a kid again, which kind of is what we do. We let our inner child play when we allow ourselves to be creative. So I was ready to add a bit of interest to the page, coming in with TCW Capricious Stencil. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. In black with black. acrylic paint. Yeah, that's just adding just another interesting element. And now I thought that we needed to add some white. So instead of just throwing white on there, I wanted to use a stencil, so I'm using TCW Circles Stencil here. It's a little hard to see the white, but yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to be making a backdrop to do some words. I'm going to be stamping on some words. So I'm using Golden Titan Buff here and a brayer to sort of make a backdrop for those words. And just to keep things cohesive, I use the remnants of the Titan Buff around the page as well. Okay, so coming in with my alphabet stamps, using Ranger Archival ink in jet black. I find sometimes with stamping, even though I press hard, you still need to go in after with Faber-Castell black pens to just darken it a little bit. Now here I'm using a Tim Holtz stamp, and now in black oil pastel to frame it. Off camera, just on the side of where it says page, I realized that there was some part of the piano that was interfering with that word. So off camera, I did make that go away. And here I've got a charcoal pencil, and I'm just doing some scribblies and also outlining the clocks. Once I stopped filming, I realized that I needed to frame that goodbye blank page, which I did. So thanks so much for watching today and helping me say goodbye to the blank page. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, and by all means comment. I love to hear from you. I hope this helps bring your art side out.